All right, welcome everyone to Startup Kids Virtual Kidpreneur Camp. Welcome to week 2, Values and Propositions. I'm Julian Espinoza, everyone, and I'm here to help you guys on your idea. So last week, you should have been working on a few ideas that you've been talking either with yourself, with your parents, or your friends. And this week, it's about taking one of those ideas and making it really good and making it better. And that's really what your value proposition is going to be about. So to get right into it, I'll tell you a little bit about me and then what we're going to be doing this week. I'm actually an entrepreneur. I'm a board member of Startup Kids. And so what I do is I help other companies grow online using my marketing company. So things that we do is we use like TikTok, we use Instagram, we use Twitter, we use YouTube's to grow companies and make them explode with sales. So I spend a lot of time on the internet and I spend a lot of time learning about people's ideas and even growing their ideas to make them better. So today, what I want to do with everyone is I want to learn about your ideas. I want to learn how you made those decisions on those ideas. I'm going to do a cool Avenger activity. It's one of my favorite ones. It helps us get the juices flowing. And then we'll work on your idea. This week will be pretty interactive since it is working on the idea to make it better. So hopefully you guys can attend every single day and we can be have some interactivity with us. With that being said, let's talk a little bit about ideas. We have someone by the name of Three Dots with us, and I want to hear a little bit about your idea. And in advance, they actually sent us a picture of your sketches. So Three Dots, can you tell us a little bit about your idea?
So our idea is kind of like a dog leash, I guess, that you can you attach it to the seat and then the dog can go in the harness and then and also it's like a retractable thing so the dog can kind of wander around. Yeah.
Is it for when you're like at a restaurant and you're sitting outside and so
No,
the
it's for
dog
the car more kind
for
of.
the car. Got it. Got it. That's awesome. And who did
Or dog
you
seatbelt. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Dog
dog
seatbelt.
dog seatbelt? Got it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's awesome. Did what were your other ideas and how did you come to wanting to do this one?
We had one more idea that was a bit harder. That's why, because we did at Utah. So it's for if you wanted to play video games for but you had a disability, you could play them. We had 2 ideas for dyslexia. You would just have stickers that you attach to the remote with upside down A's and stuff, things like that. And then for if you're blind, they would have braille, stickers that had the braille letter on it. So then you could do that. But then we just could. One reason we couldn't do it was because we didn't know how to write braille online.
Right.
And 2, because if you're blind, you can't even see the screen. So.
Right. And that's so important. I think you guys learned a really, really important lesson, or maybe you guys knew this a while ago. It's picking ideas that are within your reach, right? So you just didn't know Braille, so how could you do that, right? Without having to go learn a new skill. And that's really a great way on how to refine your ideas and make your ideas better is what are your skills, right? And what are the things that you're good at that you can do and that are within your reach. There's so many different things that you can pick. It's so overwhelming, right? But picking something that you can actually work on is great. So I'd like to hear a little bit more about your idea. So I'm looking at the picture right now and I've kind of got my mouse here. Show me where the dog goes.
The dog goes I spelled it wrong probably. And in the harness.
Okay, right here.
Yeah, inside
Got it. And these 2 clips clip to the seatbelt, or they clip to where?
It's not really the size, but they clip to those 2 pole kind of attaching the headrest on the seat. They would attach to that.
Got it. Okay, so now I understand. So the 2 seats are this is your mom, your dad. These are where your parents are driving right here, and then this.
Well, no, these are just these are clips that attach. like there's like one seat, right? And
Right,
then there's like little poles on top of it that attach the headrest.
right.
It would be like that. Like those things would attach to the headrest.
Got it.
And
And
I
then
mean, the poles attaching the headrest to the
now, is this the back seat or is this the front seat?
wherever the dog is, you can do it.
Right, right. So, have you considered about where it makes more sense in the front seat or in the back?
I guess more sense it would be in front because it would make more sense to be in the front. I always like when I think of pictures of it in my head, I always like think of it in the front. So I guess because yeah, like the back, you're more protected from the.
Right. What I would do if I was you is, if you have access to the internet, I would do some searches on where it's best to place a dog. There's probably been a lot of studies
Yeah.
out there, and there's probably been a lot of research on where it is the best place to do
Or yeah.
to have your dog in a car, because that's a really really dangerous place to have an animal, because you could get into a car accident. Your car could jump out. Your dog could jump out the window. There's just so many different things that can happen. I think you guys are solving for a great problem, and you're solving something that could save the lives of a lot of dogs. So I think what would be really interesting is if you did some searches on the internet and said, okay, where is it the best place to have a dog? And that can start to help refine your idea and figuring it out.
Okay.
And I really like the retractable leash. Now, I have a question for you, because I don't know if you've already thought about it. Can this harness and what you've designed, can that be used for outside?
Well, me and my friend thought of it as like you can detach the leash, like it's a little clip like a normal leash that would attach the harness. And then also you can attach the like retractable kind of leash thing. So then you can have like a leash with the dog, so you can take it off.
So, are you saying that, as an example, I put the harness on the dog, I put them in my car, we attach the clips, and it's all done. Then we get to the park. Let's say we're going to the dog park, because a lot of
Mhm.
people take their dogs to the dog park, right? And I can unclip it and use what you've designed to walk my dog to the dog park and then let him go. Is that
Yeah,
is that what you're?
that's what we're trying to do, kind of.
Wow, that's like really brilliant. I've never seen anything like that. I think that really makes a lot of sense, because you know it it makes it easy, right? Because it's like, okay, boom, the dog's in there, right? And he's safely secure, and then I take it out, and then now I can use it as a regular leash and harness to walk my dog. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Um, what I would also do if I were you, I would do a little bit of research. I've never seen a product like that, and I work with a lot of dog companies. So I would do some research and just see what's out there. It's always
Yeah, right.
helpful to know what the competition looks like, and just kind of see sort of what's going on out there. And here's the thing: if you ever see a competitor doing something similar, that's a good sign. I always talk to entrepreneurs a lot, and they're like, "Oh no, someone's doing our idea, or someone's about to start the idea." That always It's really really good to hear that someone else is doing your idea, because that means it's valid, and that means there's value behind it, and that means someone else thought the idea made a lot of sense for them to even start it. So that's really cool. I would definitely research that. So later this week, we will absolutely be pushing this idea and helping you refine it. I already gave you some tips on what you can do and what you can research. But let's move on to the next part of today, which is one of my favorite activities. It's called the Avenger activity. So as far as the Avenger activities, how it works, and here's what we want you guys to do. Last week, you guys learned the difference between product and service. Product being something physical, service being something intangible, something that you can't hold. And what I want you guys to do is pick either Captain Marvel or pick Iron Man. And the idea being that I'd like you to create a product or a service for Captain Marvel or Iron Man, and you can choose one of the two. And the idea here is to get us going and thinking about new ideas and different ways. And tomorrow, we're going to be asking you guys to present those ideas on what you came up with. You can do a drawing. We recommend a drawing. Yes, 3 dots.
Is it like that? Like we make like a service for the superhero, or
Yes.
like themed after them?
No, not themed. It's for. So imagine that. That's such a good question. So here, I'll help everyone give a little more context. It's an amazing, amazing question. Imagine you are in the Marvel universe and you are somewhere in. I'll let you pick which universe you're in because there's too many universes now to keep track of them. And you have been asked by Captain Marvel or Iron Man to come up with a product or service for them. And the idea is it's going to be something that's going to help them in what they're doing. And it can be from any of the movies or it can be from any of the situations that they've been in. So again, what we're going to do is you're just going to come up with the idea. You can sketch something out. You can write something out. And then tomorrow you guys will present it and we'll just talk through a little bit about it. Then on the next day, I'm going to give you guys some more feedback on after I've done some research on your idea. So in your case, the dog harness, I will do some research and kind of look into it and give you guys some feedback. Later in the week, we're going to talk about what changes you've made and why you've made those changes. And then on the last day, which is Friday, I'll talk to you about what's going to happen next week and how we can elevate your idea to the next place. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us Monday here at week 2 at Kidpreneur Camp with Startup Kids. Hope to see you soon. Bye.